Hi, I'm Chris. James 1, verses 23 through 24 says that anyone who listens to the word of God but doesn't do what it says is like someone who looks in a mirror, seeing their own face, and after walking away, immediately forget what they look like. What that says is the word of God is a reflection of who we truly are. But more importantly, and thankfully, it gives us insight into who God desires for us to be, who we can be in Him, if we will apply His word. So let's talk a few minutes about reflection and rest. R&R, cute. Didn't think about that till just now. It's cute. R and R. Anyway, so the difficulty in our present society is everything's like right now. When the Bible was written, most people were involved in agriculture. Yeah, there were other jobs and things that people did, but you had to grow food for others to eat and grow food for yourself to eat. So things were slower, a little different. Now, most of us will see our reflection when we're on a Zoom call. It's the world in which we live. But when we talk about being busy or being overstimulated, it's akin to that example of the frog being boiled. If you place a frog in boiling hot water, it will immediately hop out. But if you place it in cool water and gradually increase the temperature, that frog is going to cook, and you can have frog legs if you so desire. Anyway, not so nice for the frog. I know. But that is how it happens in our world too. It just, things happen. One little thing. Oh, I can do that. Yeah, I think I can do that. Yeah. Okay. Or worse, things are, oh, I don't need that now. And then all of a sudden, everybody needs everything at the same time. It happens. But that is on occasion. It shouldn't be the lifestyle that we're leading. We need to plan our time to be alone with God. We get so wrapped up in how we dress. And I know you're thinking, if I'm wearing this shirt, no, I never think about how I look. But we can concern ourselves with how we look externally, somehow foolishly believing that what's going on the inside is hidden from people. But it's known. And more importantly, God always knows. So we have to work on what's going on externally and what's going on internally. We become better people. And we commune with God when we do that activity of alone time with Him and alone time with His Word. There's a lesson that I learned in my early 20s, and I don't want to go too deep in this. And it goes along with one of my favorite sayings, and that's this, that our proficiency creates our prison. You can couple that now with our compassion can create our cell within that prison. Meaning this, we'll see a need and we want to correct it. We see the importance of having it done. Well, the lesson that I learned in my early 20s is we have to be careful not to allow our compassion to take the place of God in people's lives. Sometimes there's suffering. God didn't cause the suffering, but He allows it as a necessity because He has a bigger plan. Let God be God. The compassionate heart is a beautiful thing. It's a wonderful thing. And I'm not saying anything against that because we need more people like that. But we need to pray about everything. You don't want to get in between God and His work in somebody else's life. Message me and I'll tell you why. Seriously, if you really want to know. But let God be God in people's lives. Dr. Charles Stanley out of Atlanta has a wonderful acronym, HALT. Never allow yourselves to be too hungry, too angry, too lonely, or too tired. Because it sets us up. It leaves us in a position where we are vulnerable to attacks from the enemy. We have to rest. We're getting ready to come up on the cold and flu season, and COVID's still lingering. I've got my best friend who's a captain in the Houston Fire Department. I've got a friend, J Dub, who works in an emergency room. Her boyfriend works in an emergency room. I've already lost people that were real in my life to COVID. I don't want to see anybody else go that route. So we also have to rest so that our immune systems are strong. Rest, hydrate. You know, you know what you're doing. I'm not going to get carried away with that, but reflect upon the Word of God. Rest whenever you can, and let God be God. Let Him be God in your life as well. That is for your consideration. Grace and peace. Enjoy your Labor Day weekend. Bye-bye.